Alrighty, so for the second part of this morning's video, we're going to dive into a similar question. It's asking me, what is 7 copies of 1/4? Now, just because we see it written in word form, or with words I should say, it doesn't carry a different meaning, right? Because when we think about this problem is simply asking me to determine what 7 times 1/4 will be. Or, if you think of it as repeated addition, truthfully speaking, yes, it's also 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. How many times? 7, right? So we can see it as repeated addition, right? And if we want to visualize it, we could say this is the same thing as saying 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. Keep going. How many times? 7 times. So 4, 5, 6, and 7. Right? Now, if we were to add this, right, just as is, you're probably already like, I think I know the answer. But hold on to the answer. Tell your brain, hold on. All right? Because we want to today show our work using a visual model. That's the requirement, is we need to be able to use a visual model. And so my go-to this morning is a number line. Ready? The way I'm going to show this is, well, I know 1/4 visually also is less than 1 whole. Classic tape diagram, partitioned into fourths, where 1 is shaded, right? And we're asking what 7 of those are, right? And so in a number line, it works the same way. However, my first video, I had determined that it's 0 to 1, but I'm going to hold off on that one just because I don't know how long my number line will be, but I'm going to start from 0 to 1. So let's start this number line. It's going to start at 0. It's going to go to 1, right? And how many ticks am I going to make sure this number line has? Say it louder. Yeah? 4. 1/4. 2/4. 3/4. And 1 is equivalent to 4/4. With that said, friends, let's get to it. We're going to make sure that we can add or we can multiply 1/4 by 7. But wait a minute. Let's see. Let's do the work. Ready? Start at 0. 1 copy. 2 copies. 3 copies. 4 copies. What happened? I'm going to have to continue this number line so that I have enough space. And so now, instead of saying it's going to go to 1, it's going to also go to 2. So again, my number line continues, and this time it's going to go to 2, so we have enough space to show our work. Now, 4/4, let's keep going. 5/4, right? 6/4. Whoops. And lastly, friends, 7 copies would be 7/4, right? Okay, now here's where I have to stop because I noticed that 7/4 has a numerator that's greater than a denominator, right? So we tend to call those what kind of fractions? Improper, right? We know that in a fraction, you should have a number that is less as a numerator than a denominator. And so what we need to do, criteria for success, is we need to make sure that we represent this as a mixed number. Now, if you're a person who takes pride in their division, sure. However, I'm going to use my visual model to determine my answer. Watch how I do this. Started with 0, my 1 whole is here, right? Does it go past 2 wholes? No. And so my answer is going to be represented by 1 whole and what? This is where you use your jumps to determine this. 1, 2, 3. 3 what? 3, what was my denominator? Fourths, right? And so that is how, friends, we are able to solve this using both repeated addition, which is another version of multiplication, and a visual, which today was a number line, okay? Alrighty, we'll see you this afternoon for today's hangout.